Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at the Kavalan Vihno Varrique. Dustin, we've picked up a few Kavalans lately. Vihno Varrique is one of those, like, the Moscatel or the Vinho or something like that. It's kind of a regular release every year, along with, sherry, ex-bourbon, a few things like that. So we grabbed a few. Some were in a leather tube, some were in a box, man. So we figured, what's the difference between one year's Vihno Varrique and another? We're going to tell you the ages of them, when they were bottled, and just do a quick rundown.
I put my little scroll here. I don't know if that one's got a scroll still in it.
It does not have a scroll.
I think I took the scroll out, man. It was kind of like getting in the way.
This bad.
Pass that down.
Yeah. So Dustin's going to keep that one by him for me, one of these big guy.
You going to go first on the dates?
Yeah, so this one looks like it was bottled in 2016, and then... Or barreled in 2016, put in a bottle 2023, 10-12. So this one is 1607. Okay, so this one is over 6 years old.
So this one here...
Wait a second. 16 through 23. It's 7 years old.
I think it's 6.5, 7 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
So this one is a 2012 from July. That was bottled 2016 in August, so just over 4 years. So younger one here.
But an older bottling.
Yes, much older bottling, and this is one of 228. I don't know what you got over there. I think that one's even a smaller. Can't remember.
One of 228. This one is one of 175, Dustin.
This is 57.1, which is kind of a magical number that they seem to come in often. That one comes in lower.
55.6 on this older one here.
And this is, of course, an American release, so it's a little taller. If you are on the camera wondering why, it's just because it's 750 versus 700.
Yeah, so I did a Vihno Varrique once. They had that one epic 2016 bottling. My friend, the Montreal Whiskey Assassin, sent me a sample of that. Man, that was white chocolate heaven. Whatever.
He sent you the one that actually won the award, right?
Yeah, the one that was actually good. Not the one that had the box that said, "Hey, we won an award for the last one."
Yeah, the one that actually got it. So, also full disclosure is I paid about $2 or $2.40 for the U.S. one, and I paid, with shipping, about $130 to my door for the newer one.
Yeah, we got some good deals on some Kavalans lately. All right, Dustin, let's go with this one first, which is a 4-year-old, but it's an older whiskey as far as
older distillation and bottling. Yeah,
this thing was put into a bottle when this thing was distilled.
Yeah, and by the way, it smells amazing.
Yeah, very Vino. What I would come to expect about Vihno Varrique: sweet, white chocolate. A little bit of dark cocoa.
There's a bit of nuttiness to it that's I'm not used to on Kavalan.
Dustin, you might be onto something here.
It's like a little bit of like peanut butter and chocolate going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of a smoked peanut butter and chocolate. It's actually really nice.
Yep.
Now that I've said that, I can't get anything else out of this glass. But you're right. I mean, there's definitely a nice little bit of wine note up front. I don't really know what kind of wine they use, what Vihno Varrique actually is, but
it's consistent.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, you get the vanillas and the chocolates with this one. This is really a yin-yang back and forth. White chocolate, dark chocolate.
Yeah.
For only 4 years, excellent smell. 57.1, I think, is the highest they can go.
Yeah, one thing to note, this is a U.S. release, so it's a cask strength. This is a non-U.S., so it's a solist. Just some kind of legal battle they lost.
They're both good.
Yeah. All right. Let's nose this other one here.
The older one, 6 years.
Okay. The red fruits are much more intense on this one.
This is more developed as far as the fruit note for sure. The extra time showing here.
The nuttiness isn't in this one. This is more like wood smoke coming through. The aging is
more traditionally what I would think of Vihno Varrique.
Yeah, but also more what I'd expect from that climate and a little bit more aging.
I'm getting white chocolate on pretzel, with no salt on the pretzel.
Definitely no salt.
I'm getting that white chocolate, a little bit of cocoa in the background. A little bit of red fruit in this one, actually. I don't always get that with these.
It's got a nice red fruit. I'm really enjoying the red fruit.
Strawberry chutney.
To me, it's just very nondescriptive red fruit.
You could have swapped anything with that.
Yeah, again, red wine notes coming through for sure. Yeah, it's really nice. A little bit of this has got a little bit of chocolate on the end. This one's more just chocolate peanut butter, man. Wow.
Man, you go right back to that. It's Reese's.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like, there's red fruit in here, too. Like, there's wine, but man, that...
You ever see the Family Guy skit where a guy was eating peanut butter and chocolate and they got in a car accident and the cop that showed up was Officer Reese's? He executed the two guys. Family Guy. What a great show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but yeah, it's white chocolate meets Reese's. White chocolate covered Reese's. And it was just Halloween here, man.
Yeah.
So we didn't have as many kids as we thought we were going to have. The weather was a little bit bad. Who was stuck with an extra 800 pieces of candy? This guy. I told my wife, take that to your sister's tomorrow.
Because it won't be here in 2 days.
I ate 18 mini Twix, like the bite-sized Twix.
Oh, my God.
And but I had 8 Reese's as well. You know, I track everything in the fitness app. 8 Reese's. 2 per thing. I actually made a milkshake out of them. That's what I had to go.
That sounds good.
It was. But I'm getting a little bit of that, Dustin. I'm getting a little bit of too much candy on Halloween shame. Little vanilla ice cream.
All right, now I am starting to pick up, now that I'm nosing a little bit more, I'm starting to get the nice Kavalan malt, which is this very fruity, rich, just
Sweet.
intense, epic malt.
All right, let's give it a sip.
Oh, man. God, these both just smell incredible. Like, I couldn't even tell you which one I like better right now. I thought I had it for a second there, Mike, and then I lost it. I had a favorite. God.
That's really what I want to know. Are these just consistent? There's obviously highs and lows. We just picked a couple random ones. It's a little more simple and straightforward on the palate, but still lovely.
White chocolates.
Chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, yin yang.
Sweet.
Melting
great
pot.
mouthfeel.
Oily.
Yeah, it feels like something got melted in here, and it's delicious.
A wisp of youth. But the Kavalan malt, it says it's okay.
I don't even get the youth, man. I mean, this just comes off as epic. And now, I do think on this bottle I have gotten youth before, so I get it.
The
But
twinges thing. It's just a twinges thing that's in the background. I rarely say that with this, too. I'm being hypercritical.
yeah, I mean, this one's been open for, just full disclosure, probably 4 to 5 years.
Hypercritical, Dustin. I'm getting with this. It's 4 years old whiskey.
Unbelievably good whiskey. Just everything's just so well put together. God.
Richer, more developed flavors with this.
Way more wine notes.
Yeah.
But it's a little more stingy.
It is. It's more alcohol forward despite the lower ABV.
Yeah, but not just that, but it's also more drying. Like, it's noticeably drying on the palate, whereas the other one is really not.
Yeah, this one mask is slipping just a little bit.
So, like, with the richer, more intense, more enjoyable wine note up front, it brings with it a little bit untamed,
Little tannic.
sharper, harsher.
Few
alcohol
tannic notes. Few tannic notes. I rarely say Kavalan goes tannic, but it's as tannic as Kavalan gets.
Just a little bit. I mean, again, it's a true wine cask. It's not sherry. You know, red wine is... Tannins are a big part of red wine.
Agreed. It's almost like just dotting it with pieces of strawberry. Those tannic notes.
Red berries are coming out way more on the
4-year-old.
4-year-old, yeah.
The old one.
I've talked about strawberries and cream. It's like strawberries and like, I don't know, like caramel cream. Like they drizzled caramel into the cream.
There is some type of caramel, honey, confectionery sweetness that a lot of times I will get with bourbons on that note. The lighter, the brighter sweet note.
This has some bourbon notes. That bourbon drinker might find this thing absolutely delicious. In fact, I might know somebody I might give the end of this bottle to.
Yeah, I would say it's honey. I would say it's a golden honey. Ooh, I tell you what, these Briggs are always fun.
I mean, maybe like a bit of honey. I mean, it's like candied honey.
Yeah, bit o' honey. Yeah.
It's not, or it's like the little squeeze bottle with the bumblebee on it. It's the very kid-friendly honey.
And this handled water excellent.
I think I'm just going to go straight into tasting this one with water, Mike, and then we'll go to the other one. Oh, yeah.
Butterscotch and honey added to all the things I said before. White chocolate, dark chocolate, cocoa. I do get a little bit more of an alcohol sting with water, which is odd.
I was about to say the alcohol came up and the tannin notes came up.
Yeah, weird.
But I will say the overall experience is more intense now.
Oh, for sure.
Like you got just overall, it just got more intense.
Yeah, that's odd. With water.
Yeah. I think who was hiding, man?
Yeah. We both missed it before, but it's odd we both missed it.
No, it noticeably changed. I mean, still delicious, still incredible. I think it got a little more interesting up front, a little more bite on the end. I think it's worth the trade-off. I think I'd actually prefer it with water. And then, so this got a little lighter on the berries, a little more oak comes through now on the nose. Still chocolate powder.
Yeah, tamed it. There's no alcohol in the palate whatsoever now. Just honey and toffee meets white and dark chocolate, a little bit of pretzel.
Still tannic. Still extremely drying. That's my biggest complaint on this one.
Yeah.
It's much more drying on the tongue. Maybe that'll go away with time.
But Dustin, here again is okay. So I know it's comparisons here as well as pick one we like better. But I mean, both of these are 88s, 89s in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're excellent whiskeys.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, I would be happy with either one of these bottles. But I mean, we compared them. I mean, if you had to pick between the two, since these are your bottles, I'll go first.
Yeah.
I mean, shockingly, I'm a little surprised I pick it this way, but I prefer this one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, I would probably call this 89 and a half, and this an 89.
Yeah.
It's
same thing. I really like this one a lot more. That said, it's been open for 5 years. Maybe when this one's open 5 years, it'll be better. I don't know. I mean, most whiskeys with heavy wine finishing, they do get better with time. So,
Agreed.
So
they're on par.
What happens. I mean, I remember this one had given me some youthful notes I didn't really like when I first cracked it.
I did pick
Boy,
up
has it changed.
I tell you what, though, Dustin, here's another example. If it doesn't matter if it was bottled in 2012 or bottled in 2016 or distilled in 2016.
Yeah.
This is a pretty consistent product.
And what you guys can check out is this is the actual bottle we reviewed on our Vihno Varrique review. Mm-hmm. So if you guys go back, I don't know when we did that. It's been years. I mean, years.
We should we can put the bottle numbers.
Yeah, but this is the same one we reviewed then. So guys can go check out and see our notes then versus now.
Absolutely.
To see if how it's changed, because I'm telling you, it's a different whiskey in a lot of ways.
Kavalan is very much like Springbank, where it needs time not only to air out, but it needs time in the bottle. It changes quite a bit. Yeah. And I don't care. And actually, Kavalan may be a more drastic version than Springbank is.
It's because of the intensity in the first fill wine notes, for sure. And this is one thing I also want to just kind of point out, Mike. A lot of people will talk about, I decanted a bottle, or I ran it, did that whole thing. That can help, for sure. But it
still takes time.
But you still need you need to sit back in that bottle for a month because you have just drastically shaken up and agitated that whiskey. Mm-hmm. So it helps a little bit, but you can't do that and go back to that whiskey a week later. You are going to get a sharper, harsher version of that whiskey if you thought it was sharp and harsh to start with. So
I tell you what, Dustin, when we had what seemed like an inexhaustible amount of those Whiskey World Kavalan single cask 10-year-olds. I remember every time I emptied one, I'd make sure I opened up the other one just so it would start, because it was a little pungent initially.
It was not an enjoyable whiskey on the first crack.
Little pungent.
And like I said, with the bottle you just picked up, that is such a whiskey to drink at the end of a session. There's something about those incredibly heavy oak and intense wine notes.
Yes, well, the Kavalan sherry that I picked up was dark, dank, 6-year-old. Black Forest.
Can't wait to bring you guys that one. It's
it'll be fun.
It'll be a fun one.
Along with some experts.
That one's we're bringing you just for the sure fact that we want to drink it, for no other reason.
Anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular one. If you guys had a chance to try these Vihno Varriques, again, they go up and go down. I've had ones that I wasn't shocked or wasn't that impressed with, and I've had ones I thought were excellent. Yeah. So, but for the most part, they're excellent offerings and usually fairly obtainable.
Our buddy Stephen Connor was basically trying to get rid of a bottle through samples, and I ended up buying one of those from him. And you know what? Even though Stephen was getting rid of it, it was still delicious.
Anything he gets rid of is still delicious.
Yeah.
Everything he keeps is super epic.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I need a few samples of the ones you're keeping, buddy.
Yeah, if you bought it at all. If you bought it and opened it, I'm down. Anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular whiskey. If you guys have a chance to try any of these, let us know what you guys think. Dustin, until next time, what do we wish the folks?
Happy comparison drinking.
See you next time.